Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I've been absent for so long. Life has really been kicking my ass recently. I've taken on quite a lot of new responsibilities at work and we went away and the house is a shithole. If you could see what is behind the camera. I don't know how it gets like this. I just put stuff down, oh I'll do that later, and then something else happens, it doesn't get done. So I've been away for about a month, so I thought I'd kick off with my April/May favourites video. I was absolutely adamant I was going to do a favourites video every month and it didn't happen, so I thought I'd do a little conglomerative video. I've got a few bits, I've got a book, I've got a podcast, I've got a TV programme, I've got a film, and yeah, let's get started. So as I mentioned, we went away on holiday and that vlog is actually coming. I think it'll be up next week. But of course I got a sunburn. I didn't get like normal sunburn, you know, shoulders, chest. I sunburnt my ankles, the fronts of my shins, my hairline, the end of my nose. So when I came back off holiday, I was slathering on the Soap and Glory stuff that I use regularly, only to find that it wasn't really working, and I think it's because my skin was just so dry and so sad that maybe the fragrance was even irritating it. So I popped into Boots and I picked up this Aveeno Skin Relief Shea Butter Moisturising Lotion. It was like £5. I really like the pump bottle. It's amazing. It basically transformed my skin within sort of 3 days. I had where you could actually see the dry skin flaking off. It was really bad, like my legs were like scales, and this has honestly transformed it. I wouldn't say it's got a shea butter scent. It kind of smells a bit like aqueous cream, to be perfectly honest. It says it's got triple oat complex and clinically proven to nourish and soothe very dry, sensitive and irritable skin, which is exactly what I had after holiday, and I will continue to use this. I know my grandma actually uses the one in the squeezy tube because she's got very bad eczema. But yeah, absolutely love this. One thing I was purchased from one of my best friends for my birthday was this perfume. So this is the Vera Wang Love Struck perfume. The bottle is so obnoxious, like I never ever keep this lid. And now I film this video, I'll probably put it in the recycling. But this scent is so light, so sweet, summery, fresh. I absolutely love this. I actually used to use this when I was at university. It was one of the first perfumes Chris ever bought for me. And she bought it for me for my birthday, which was just over a month ago, and I haven't stopped using it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to put it on now. Oh, it just whips me back to being sort of 18, carefree, living my best life in Lincoln, and I absolutely love it. So thank you to Kelly and Anne. You are gems. I absolutely love this. This month I've only got 3 beauty bits to show you. The first being this Clinique Chubby Lash. I got this as part of a promotion they were doing on their website. I think you had to spend maybe £8 on the website and you got 5 minis, and this was one of them. And I got a really decent size Take the Day Off balm, I got a moisturiser, I got a chubby stick highlighter, and this one was like the last one I picked. I'd run out of all the other options and just thought, oh, I'll give this a go. I'm sure I tried Clinique mascaras in the past and hated them, but this one is amazing. It's got a plastic brush with like a little bit of a knobble on the end. This mini has been going for a good 8 weeks and it's still got some left in it. It's not super wet, it's not super dry, but it lengthens, it's really black, it doesn't flake, and I absolutely love it. I've got a couple of mascaras in my backup drawer which I'll use, but then I would definitely be repurchasing this. I absolutely love it. I took it on holiday, so we were in Vegas, it was really hot, no problems at all. It really lasts, holds a curl. Absolutely love this. I think the full size tube is about £19, so for a higher end mascara I don't think that's bad at all. As I mentioned with my skin, I've been super dry and horrible, and that has also been with my lips, so I've been loving the Fresh Sugar Lip Polish. This is just a mini that I got in a set a while back from Sephora, so I've been using this regularly. You don't actually need that much, and it smells, I've put my finger in it, absolutely delicious. Very slightly reminds me of the lime scent from Soap and Glory, but it's really rich, but it's not oily, it's also not dry. I used to love the Lush ones, but I found them so dry, it was just like pure sugar on your lips, whereas this has got a little bit of slip to it. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I have a feeling these are like 90% natural or something as well, so if you eat it, it's not the end of the world. I absolutely love this, and I'm pretty sure you can get fresh in the UK now, which is great news. Really, really good. Last beauty item is this mini Hot Sands highlighter from NARS. So this was something that my friend Molly bought me as part of their Christmas mini selection. So they had, I think, maybe 5 sets, and you got a mini lipstick and a mini highlighter in all of them. And this one doesn't look overly exciting, I don't think. When you sort of see it in the pan, it just doesn't even look that highlighty, but the actual like shift is gorgeous. I've been wearing this non-stop. I took this on holiday as well, and I just love it. It's like a goldeny peach. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's really beautiful on the eyes as well, and just catches the light. I'm actually wearing it now. If you can see, this room is quite dark, so apologies for that. But this little mini is like the dream. I absolutely love it. Molly, thank you very much. I absolutely love it. Perfect for travel. Wish you could actually go out and buy these like you can in Sephora. Wish maybe Space NK or something would stock these smaller ones, because they're so cute. And then the last sort of beauty item I have is this little gem from Shivata. So this is actually a pair of their little heart-shaped tweezers that comes in a little plastic case, and it's got a mirror in there as well. But I actually went and had my brows done before holiday at Shivata, and I am completely and utterly a convert. I forgot what the word is. I normally have HG brows at my local salon, but the lady in the Nottingham Shivata store, which is in John Lewis, was amazing. I was in there absolutely ages, but I came out with really thick, really dark brows. I quite often find that at the salon I go to, whilst the girls are all really good, you kind of need to stick with the same one, because they've all got different ideas of what brows should look like. But there's 3 of us that have actually been to see the same lady at Shivata. We've all got very different brows, different face shapes, and she's tailored it completely to what we all look like. She did mine really dark, which is how I like them, and whilst it's expensive, it's the kind of expense I'm willing to pay. So I was kindly gifted these and the treatment, but I'm going to be booking in for a couple of weeks time before I've got an event to go. She was amazing. Absolutely love Shivata. Okay, so I've got a book favourite, a film favourite, a TV and a podcast. So I mentioned a couple of months ago that I was really back into reading. I was absolutely loving my Kindle, and my Kindle was the world's oldest Kindle. I think it was like the 1st or 2nd edition. So I ended up upgrading and getting myself a Kindle Paperwhite, and I absolutely love this. Wasn't sure how I'd get on with the flick screen, because it's all touch screen, so you like swipe it and there's your book. You can click at the top and go to the home page, but I've got on so well with it. I took it on holiday and I read 6 books in a week. By the pool, I was getting up at like 5 o'clock because jet lag was getting me, so I was like smashing out the books, and I absolutely love this. I can't get enough of it. So one of the books I read on holiday, in fact 2 of them, 3 of them, I read The Places I Stopped on the Way Home by Meg Fee. I follow Laura Jane Williams and I've been a big lover of her books. I love her Instagram, and she's friends with Meg Fee and recommended her book. So I pre-ordered it knowing that I'd love it, and I just absolutely loved reading the book. It's Meg's sort of tale of how she moves through New York, how she grows up, all the people she meets and the lessons she learns, and it's really, really beautifully written. I really enjoyed it. And then I downloaded The Colour of Water in July by Nora Carroll. So I'd already downloaded it, and then my friend Molly actually recommended it to me. But I really enjoyed that. It's like a girl's mum, aunt or mum, I can't remember, family member dies, and she goes back to this house that she used to live at and visit as a child, and it's sort of unravelling the past. And I just really loved how it was written. There's like a little twist at the end. It's nothing too heavy. It was a really good holiday read. And then I also read Sharp Objects by Gillian Finn, and she's the lady that wrote Gone Girl. So I've not actually read the Gone Girl book, but I've seen the film and just was like, this is the weirdest film ever. And Sharp Objects, again, is quite strange. If you are triggered by self-harm, then it's probably not a book for you. But I absolutely loved it. It's about a journalist that goes back to her hometown to investigate the murders of two girls who are sort of missing, presumed dead. And it's about her relationships with her family and her mental health. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving the Kindle. Those were my 3 top books of the last month. And then on the plane, I watched Coco. So this has just come out. I actually bought this with a voucher I got for my birthday from WH Smith's. This is meant to be a child's film, and I cried like a little baby. I was absolutely fantastic film, really well written, really well done, gorgeous storyline. But I don't know, obviously I haven't got any children, so I don't really know what children of a certain age know about death and life and afterlife and that kind of thing. And as a child, I don't know how much I would have liked this, but as an adult, I loved it. It sort of looks into Day of the Dead and life after death and remembering your family, and it's all done through music. It's really, really such a beautiful film, and I loved it. But yeah, like I say, it's quite heavy for a child. And I sobbed at the end. Really, really lovely film. And then for TV, another one that has had me crying is Queer Eye. I know I saw everyone talking about it probably about 2 months ago. And one day Chris went out and I just thought, oh, I'll flick it on. It's not the kind of thing he normally would watch. And I watched the first episode with Tom, who I love him so much. And he came in and he was like, what are you crying for? I was like, oh, this TV programme, oh God, it's got me. It's fantastic. I love all the boys in it. Jonathan Van Ness is hilarious. I think he's so funny. He's so like exuberant and hilarious, but all the other men in it have got like their little caveats and their little quirks, and they're really strong personalities, and I just love how they all work together. So if you don't know what Queer Eye is, it's a remake of a early 2000s, 90s show where 5 gay men go into someone's home and like give them a makeover, redo their home, teach them how to cook and that kind of thing. And it's just so heartwarming, so nice. Absolutely love it. And off the back of that, I found out that Jonathan, who is the sort of grooming, hair, makeup man, has a podcast. So if you see him on the TV programme, you could probably pass him off as being more sort of fun-loving than really intellectual. He's a lot of like hair flicking and dancing and just being very over the top and fabulous. I listened to his podcast called Getting Curious, and I couldn't believe the kind of conversations he was having. He puts his twist on it and his personality completely shines through. But some of the topics they cover are really hard-hitting and very deep, and I just absolutely love how he interacts with the guests. Absolutely fantastic. I've been loving listening to it in the car. I just think he's such a nice lad. I follow him on Instagram, follow all the lads on Instagram now, and I just absolutely great evening watching. I feel like I've been talking for a really long time, so I'm going to wind it up. But I've got loads of content coming this month, so I really would like it if you could subscribe and hang around, and I'll be back again next week. Thank you! So this